Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we're preparing for the 6:30, 9:30 Eastern game against the Denver Nuggets in Denver after playing the Milwaukee Bucks last night. Our Lakers did not get a victory there. We got beat pretty good. The score was 126-106. Luka Doncic had a massive performance, but it did not result in much success for our team because we couldn't get anything out of anyone other than him and maybe Austin Reeves. Other than that, it was a pretty tough game for just about all of our available players. So we'll go with the Nuggets tonight. Of course, start off by letting you know what they're wearing. The Lakers are going to be wearing yellow. The Nuggets are wearing them ugly dark uniforms at home. I would love for the Nuggets to lose in those. That's what we want to see tonight, even though the likelihood of that being the case isn't that great. The injury report, start there as well. We'll talk about Rui being out, Jackson Hayes being out, LeBron James being out, and of course Maxi Kleber being out. For the Nuggets, they're going to have Deron Holmes, of course, out for the season with the Achilles. And then you got Jokic, Murray, Brown, and Gordon all as game time decisions. I would imagine most of them will play. And then you got Zeke Naji also as a game time decision. And Julian Strawther is out with some type of injury as well, so we don't have to deal with the shot making of that young player, which I think is key for the Nuggets execution out there right now. So still got to deal with whatever else they have, and like I said, they're probably not going to rest most of those people. Although against a depleted Laker team, for the sake of what they got going on, it may not be the worst idea to rest some people because we're depleted to no end. You know, the Denver Nuggets have kind of been putt-putting as of late. They were on a nice little 8-game winning streak about 2 weeks ago, but, you know, have since found themselves not doing as well. Winning games back here and there, win-loss kind of stuff. So we'll go start from the back of the 5-game stretch that they've last had, starting with the Sacramento Kings, where they beat the Kings 116-110. You know, the team stats essentially are telling us that the Nuggets shot 40 of 87 for 46% from the field, 12 of 35 for 34% from the three, and then got to the line 30 times and hit 24 of those for 80% from the free throw line. Meanwhile, the opponent, the Kings, 44 of 96 from the field for 45%, 11 of 27 from the three for 40%, and 11 of 14 from the free throw line for 78%. The Nuggets just barely won the boards 46-45. Although they did give up 14 offensive rebounds to their own 11. They had 28 assists to the Kings 22, did the Nuggets. And the Nuggets had less steals, 5 to the Kings 8, but more blocks, 8 to the Kings 6. The Nuggets had 13 turnovers, 19 points given up off those. The Kings had 12 turnovers, 14 points given up off of those. And then both teams had 13 points on the fast break, and the Nuggets won the interior point situation 56-52. 20 fouls for the Kings, 14 fouls for the Nuggets, and the largest lead was 14 for the Kings in a losing effort. Of course, the Denver Nuggets won by 6. That was their largest lead. So Sacramento did have a nice lead in this game for a good majority of the time, but Jokic took over, and that was pretty much the story there. No Sabonis for the Kings. So it was a lot of stuff going on that wasn't really great. DeMar DeRozan walked away with a nice game here. 14 of 32. He attempted 32 shots. Hit 14 of them. 4 of 6 from the three. 35 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds in 43 minutes of play. He was out there for a while. Keegan Murray, 6 points, 2 blocks, 3 rebounds on 3 of 7 shooting from the field. 0 of 2 from 3. Jonas Valanciunas, who's now a King, 8 of 14 from the field, 19 points, 2 steals, 6 assists, and 13 boards, 4 of them offensive rebounds. So he really played well for the Kings in a losing effort. Zach LaVine, 7 of 16 from the field, 3 of 7 from behind the arc, 20 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, and 4 boards. Keon Ellis, the guy who does not get enough minutes here for the Kings, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 11 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, and 7 rebounds. 15 points off the bench for Jake LaRavia with 2 steals, an assist, and 5 boards on 6 of 10 shooting from the field, 3 of 6 from behind the arc. And Trey Lyles had 2 of 6 from the field for 4 points, a steal, assist, and 5 rebounds. It's pretty much the gist of it. Markelle Fultz is on the Kings now. He did not score, but did get a board and a block. The Denver Nuggets, meanwhile, the production for the winners, Jokic, ho-hum. Another big game, 22 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 7 turnovers there on 9 and 18 shooting from the field. Only 2 threes attempted, didn't make either one of them. Michael Porter Jr. Saw Kevin yesterday, he kicked our butt. Tonight we see Michael. 5 of 13 from the field, 1 of 7 from behind the arc, 13 points, 12 rebounds, 1 block. We have to be careful with him. He is very capable of getting boards. We know that. He tends to take advantage of us with his size, and we don't want that tonight if he's out there. Russell Westbrook, 10 of 20 from the field, 4 of 7 from the 3, 25 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, and 5 boards for Russ. He had a really good game there. Jamal Murray, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 6 from behind the arc, but 14 of 15 from the free throw line, 24 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. You definitely lose when Jamal Murray's getting to the line that much. That is absolutely ridiculous. Christian Brown, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from behind the arc, 15 points, 7 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, and 2 boards for the Brown. Zeke Naji, 10 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 3 rebounds, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc for Naji. And Jalen Pickett, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 points, 3 assists. And Peyton Watson, not Pierre Watson. Peyton Watson is back from injury, 2 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. Be very careful with Peyton Watson. We know he can block shots like a madman out of UCLA. Definitely going to have a vested interest in beating the Lakers. He usually plays pretty well and has been out for most of the season with his injury. But now that he's back, I'm pretty sure he'll be a problem tonight. So be ready for Peyton Watson. So that's the gist of that game. Not much to say there other than you let Jamal Murray get to the line that much, it's not going to be good for you. The next game was a very historic basketball game for Nikola Jokic. It was a 149-141 Phoenix win in overtime. Jokic walked away with a line that none of us have ever seen in the history of the sport. Literally, this is not an exaggeration. 31 points, 3 steals, 22 assists, and 21 rebounds. That has never been done before. 13 of 22 from the field, 3 of 7 from the 3, and missed a free throw after 3 attempts. Just MVP-like stuff. I mean, ain't enough to say this dude is just better than everybody else right now and has been for a couple of years. He's the best player in the game, and this is why I say that. He just is. You don't have to like it. He's the best player in basketball today. Aaron Gordon, 27 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. On that one, 9 of 15 from the field, 7 threes hit, 10 attempted. That was crazy. Aaron Gordon shooting a 3 like that, you ain't going to beat the Nuggets. If he's shooting like that, this is not happening very often, but if it does, you lose, period. Michael Porter, 7 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from the 3, 16 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 2 boards. Jamal Murray, 19 points, 3 steals, 8 assists in this one, 8 of 14 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Christian Brown had 8 of 11 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. You know, their non-shooters hit a lot of three-point shots. Guys that you would expect to be below average from behind the arc. Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown, they went crazy from behind the arc against the Phoenix Suns. So that's really what you see there. 25 points for Christian, 5 assists, 5 boards, and a block. Just spectacular shooting night for Christian Brown. If he shoots like that in the playoffs, the Nuggets can win the whole thing. That's the difference, really. If people like Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, and Russell Westbrook, if they're hitting threes, stretching the floor for Jokic, the Nuggets are going to win the whole thing. I'm telling you right now, the Nuggets are going to win the whole damn thing. That's the difference. Zeke Naji in this one had 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc. Peyton Watson had 3 of 5 from the 3. Another non-shooter per se. I don't know Peyton Watson to be a 3-point shooter. He hit 3 of 5 in this one, 4 of 7 from the field, 11 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. I mean, this is just an anomaly basketball game for the Nuggets. No wonder they scored 149 points. Everybody who doesn't hit threes hit threes. A lot of them, too. This is craziness. Russell Westbrook, 50% from the 3, 1 of 2 from the 3, 6 of 11 from the field, 14 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. And that was only players they played. They only played 7 players in this game. They really, really shortened their bench for this particular matchup. Played a lot of minutes, everybody did. And, Phoenix put up a lot but couldn't do enough. That's really what it was. I mean, Mason Plumlee had a nice game off the bench, 18 points, a steal, a block, and 11 boards. 7 of 8 shooting from the field. He was good. Grayson Allen, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the 3, for 11 points, 4 assists. Tyus Jones had 6 points, 1 steal, and 5 assists on 2 of 7 shooting from the field, 2 of 3, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. Royce O'Neal also 2 of 4 from the 3, 6 points, 1 steal, 5 assists, and 1 board. Devin Booker had a big game, 34 points, 2 steals, 7 assists, and 6 boards. 10 of 19 from the field, 5 of 10 from the 3. Bradley Beal, 5 from 3, not going to cut it. 5 of 13 from the field, though. Had 9 assists, 11 points, and a rebound. Bobo had 5 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 5 boards. 5 from 3, that's not going. 1 of 5 from 3, for Bobo. 2 of 6 from the field. Nick Richards, really efficient, 9 of 13 from the field, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 1 block. And Kevin Durant, 10 of 16 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 29 points, 5 assists, 9 rebounds. So that was the production there. 10 of 16 shooting from Durant is pretty solid. And, the Phoenix Suns would have beaten a lot of teams that day. But when you go up against Jokic, he's doing all that. You had a fantastic overtime performance from Phoenix. Probably the best game they played in weeks and still lost. That's what I see there. Both teams shot very well. You talk about 52% from the 3, 58% from the field for the Nuggets. 59 of 97 from the field, 21 of 40 from 3. I mean, that's outer worldly, man. Outer worldly. The Suns shot well, 56% from the field, 51-91, and 42% from 3, 16-38. I mean, they were great too. Both teams rebounded pretty comparably, 39 for the Suns, 38 for the Nuggets, 8 offensive rebounds for the Nuggets, 7 for the Suns. The Denver Nuggets had 45 assists in this game. Of course, Jokic had 22 of them. And the Phoenix Suns had 36. Not bad at all. 8 steals for the Nuggets, 6 for the Suns, 3 blocks for the Nuggets, 2 for the Suns. You got 13 turnovers for the Suns, 21 points off of those turnovers. They didn't play well in transition. And then the Nuggets didn't either. 9 turnovers for the Nugs, 18 points given up off of those. 31 points in the fast break for the Nuggets, 14 for the Suns. Got beat there pretty good. And 64 points in the paint for the Nuggets, 56 for Phoenix. So that's really what it is, man. The Nuggets at one point had a 21-point lead, blew that, and found themselves in overtime against this Phoenix team. So for those who think Phoenix is trash and just have no chance of doing anything, they are capable of scoring 141 points in overtime. So I think there's a chance Phoenix can make the playoffs. I don't think they can beat OKC or whoever the number 2 seed would be. But with them having the talent that they have, I think writing them off could potentially be a mistake. I know they've sucked. I know they're not playing well. I know they have players that probably shouldn't be on the same team together and different stuff like that with Phoenix. But they could upset somebody. I don't expect it. I wouldn't bet on it. But I would never rule that out. I just want to put that out there. I know people are writing Phoenix off completely. I don't. I just want people to know that I'm saying that. I don't. I know they have a terrible schedule, though, ahead. They have the hardest schedule in the league. So they probably could miss the playoffs. But Dallas, I don't expect Dallas to win 2 more games for the rest of the season. So though it looks like Dallas ain't going to fall out, I think that the likelihood, the way Dallas is set up right now, probably will fall out. So it could potentially be both of those teams missing and maybe Portland stepping up. I don't think the likelihood of that is very high. San Antonio's now officially out because De'Aaron Fox is out for the season, along with Wemby, of course, now. So San Antonio's not going to do it. It doesn't look likely that any of this is happening, but I just think Dallas probably ain't going to win too many more games for the rest of the season. So take that for what it's worth. Phoenix may not either, but Phoenix is capable. So that's really what all of this has told me, man. Enough of that. Denver did beat them. Jokic was historically great in that game. The following games they had were both against the OKC Thunder in OKC. They split the matchups, but the first one they lost, 127-103, did the Nuggets. And the box score tells us a story. Michael Porter, 10 and 19 from the field, 3 and 8 from behind the arc, 24 points, 15 boards there. Not great shooting, but, he was cool. Jokic, 10 to 23 from the field, 2 of 10 from behind the arc. Not a typical Jokic 3-point night. 24 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 9 assists, and 13 boards. Still spectacular numbers there. Aaron Gordon only had 5 points on 2 or 3 shooting from the field. I think he got hurt in this game. He had like 7 minutes of play. So I'm pretty sure this is the game he did go down. Let's see, Jamal Murray, 17 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 2 boards on 6 of 17 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Not good there. 8 of 15 for Christian Braun, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 19 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. He's still shooting well from behind the arc, Christian Braun. We have to take into account that this may not be the stretch he's to be left behind the arc. That's what I want to say. Most of the time, it's like, yeah, leave Christian Braun back there, test him out. Right now, he's shooting the ball well. So that's what we need to know. Russell Westbrook had a bad night. 1 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from behind the arc. He did have 11 rebounds and 5 assists, but only 4 points on that poor shooting going back home to OKC. 1 block as well accredited to Russell Westbrook. Jaden Pickett had 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 7 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And they got nothing out of Peyton Watson in 6 minutes. And Zeke Naji had 3 points, 1 block, 1 rebound. They didn't get nothing out of their bench. That's what this tells me. In that particular matchup, they only scored 103 points because they didn't have a bench at all. All these people that they could use. I'm looking at like 12 names, and like they got nothing out of all of them. So Denver's benches sucked the entire time. I can't stress that enough. And I think their bench is actually more talented this year than it's been in the last couple of years. So including the championship year, for which I thought they were extremely shallow. But that's what Denver does. They run out 7 people for the most part, and everybody else they either don't use or not very talented. It's just what it is. Meanwhile, OKC's doing OKC things. Shea had 40 points, 3 blocks, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. Got to the line 8 times, hit all of them, of course. 2 of 11 from the 3. Not great there, but 15 of 32 from the field. That's what you expect for Shea. Jalen Williams, 7 of 14 from the field, 2 of 4 from behind the arc, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. 26 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 8 assists, 9 boards. Big game from J-Dub. Chet Holmgren had 14 points, 4 blocks, 8 rebounds. 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3. Hartenstein, 5 of 6 from the field. Double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds, and assists as well. Lou Dort had 6 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds on 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 8 from the field. I do not like Lou Dort shooting the ball, man. He's a great defender, but he offsets it with terrible shooting, and he lowers the ceiling of the OKC Thunder, in my opinion. You replace him with a more efficient shooting guard, and they're going to win the championship. If he's the shooting guard, and he's shooting the way he does, he's the reason. He's the reason. And look, there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with me. Love Dort, the Dort chamber and all that. He shoots like Jalen Brooks, and because of it, his team is not a great executing team. If he could just be a better, efficient shooter, it changes the dynamic of OKC entirely, man. It really does. I think he's the reason they don't win, because they're going to play him 30 minutes, and he's going to do that. I'm telling you. It's been that way the whole time, too. Jay Will, he's back from injury, 3 of 5 from 3. 9 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Him shooting threes is dangerous. That is a very good player coming back from injury. Just continuing to pile on. Ousmane Deng had 1 minute in this game. He must be moved. To get him out of OKC, he's not developing at all there. He could probably help a team. You send him to Charlotte, all of a sudden he's going to get like 30 minutes a night. Kendrick Williams, same thing. He should be out of there. That was somebody we wanted to target. He only had 4 minutes in this game. OKC is deep, but that depth keeps them from playing people that would otherwise get real roles in other situations. Ousmane Deng and Kendrick Williams probably be 2 of our best players on our bench. They really would. Alex Caruso, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 8 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Why didn't we re-sign Alex Caruso so many years ago? I don't know. Champ is continuing to thrive in OKC. Probably going to win another ring this year if he can start at the shooting guard over Lou Dort, which they're not going to do, but they probably should. Isaiah Joe, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3, 5 points, 2 assists for Isaiah Joe. And Aaron Wiggins in this one had 4 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 7 rebounds on 2 of 5 shooting from the field. Kason Wallace, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 points, 3 blocks, and 1 assist. Kason Wallace is another player who, you send him to the right situation, he immediately has a massive role on a team that needs him. But OKC has depth. They hoarded all the picks. They drafted all these people, and they don't have roles for all of them. That's what's wrong with that situation. So, yeah. OKC got the victory there, as expected in that particular matchup against the Nuggets. Team stats tell you that, yeah, the Nuggets shot well from behind the arc. Again, 18 of 32, 56%, 60% from the field, 52 of 86. That's great, but not enough volume. The Thunder shot 100 times hit 47 of them for 47%, of course, and 19 of 47 from the 3 for 40% from behind the arc. So that's why you lose. You just didn't have enough possessions going up against this team. The Nuggets beat them on the boards, though, 43-37. 9 offensive rebounds for the Nuggets, 13 for the OKC Thunder. 12 turnovers for the Nuggets, 14 points off those, 11 turnovers for the Thunder, 16 points off those, 18 fast break points for the Nuggets, 7 for the Thunder, which is surprising, and 48 points in the paint for the Nuggets, 44 for the Thunder. So I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. I am looking at the wrong one. That's what I just realized. I'm looking at the wrong one. When I went to the team stats, I clicked on the wrong game. So I'm like, how the hell? That shows me the Nuggets won. So that's the next game we're going to look at. The one that we were just talking about, where the Thunder won. The team stats tell us something entirely different. So we won't go over the team stats in the next one. Just rewind and you'll hear me go over them. But in the one where the OKC Thunder won, they shot 13 of 38 from the field, 34%, versus the Nuggets at 12 of 40, 30%. So this is the game we actually want to cover. Forgive me, that was a major mistake. 46 of 94 from the field for the Nuggets, 48%, 40 for 97 from the field for 41% for the Nuggets. Yeah, the Thunder got to the line a lot, as we clearly saw. J-Dub and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 88%, 22 of 25. And the Nuggets missed 9 free throws, 11 of 20 from the free throw line. That will get you beat every time, Denver, especially when you're not shooting well and not getting anything from your bench. 56 rebounds there for the Thunder. In this one, 48 for the Nugs. 14 offensive rebounds for the Nugs. 10 for the Thunder. 54 points in the paint to the 46. Thunder won that. 10 points in the fast break to 11. And Denver won that. 8 points off turnovers for the Nuggets. 15 points conceded off of that. And 5 turnovers only for the Thunder. 9 points conceded off that. So the Thunder really took care of the basketball against this Nugget team that didn't have much going on with their bench. 14 blocks as well for the Thunder to the 6 for the Denver Nuggets. That's crazy. And 5 steals for the Thunder. 3 for the Nuggets. Yeah, so, they blocked shots like crazy, and that pretty much tells the whole story there. So, yeah, since we already went through the team stats for the game that followed, which was a 140-127 get-back game for the Denver Nuggets, beating OKC in the very next game in that same building. And, of course, as we said, they shot extremely well, the Nuggets did. And we went over all those stats, but it was unbelievably fantastic shooting for the Denver Nuggets. And we will look in the box score and see that Jokic went 15 for 20 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 35 points, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 assists, and 18 rebounds for Nikola Jokic. Just MVP, man. MVP. Michael Porter Jr., 17 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 boards, 7 of 12 shooting, 3 of 6 from the field. Now it's starting to make more sense. And I'm like, why are we reading off stats of people hitting shots? Peyton Watson was 4-4 from the 3, 6 of 7 from the field for 16 points, 2 blocks, 1 rebound in this one. Najee had 1 steal, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, no points, no shots attempted. Jalen Prickett, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 8 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Christian Brown, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 14 points, 1 block, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Jamal Murray, 11 of 22 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Gave him 34 points, 2 steals, 6 assists, and 4 boards. And Russie, second game back-to-back in OKC, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 16 points, 7 assists, and 5 boards with a block attached to that. So he did make up for his terrible shooting performance in the previous game in OKC. And they only played 7 players once again. The Nuggets shrinking their bench like crazy. And that is what it is. I think that might be a little bit of a mistake in the long run, but that's what they're doing right now. So it is what it is. And then the Thunder in a losing effort, Shai had 25 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 7 assists, and 3 boards on 8 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. Lou Dort did shoot better in this one. 9 of 16 from the field, 8 of 14 from 3. That's good shooting for Dort. 26 points, 1 block, 4 steals, and 7 boards. So if he can shoot like that in the playoffs, they could probably win. But if he shoots the way he's normally shooting, nah, I don't like it. Hartenstein, 8 of 16 from the field, 20 points, 2 assists, 7 boards for Isaiah. J-Dub, 12 points, 6 assists. Quiet night for J-Dub. shot pretty well, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc. Probably should have attempted more. And Chet Holmgren did not shoot well, 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 8 points, 2 blocks, 1 assist, and 4 boards. AC off the bench, 13 points, 1 rebound, on 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 for 3. Aaron Wiggins, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3 for 8 points, a block, a steal, an assist, and 4 boards, rather, no block there. And Cason Wallace played better in this one, 12 points, 8 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 steals, 1 block, 3 rebounds, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc for Cason Wallace in 29 minutes of play. So that is what went down there. The Nuggets just could not miss. Jokic was absolutely phenomenal. And, yeah, forgive me for the blunder earlier, but we'll try to make some sense of all of this. Those 2 back-to-back games. Very easy to click on the wrong one there. And the last game the Denver Nuggets played, Minnesota stomped them out. That's what they're coming off of going into this game. 115-95. They just did not play well against a really hot and healthy Minnesota Timberwolves team that's starting to understand that they have a lot of power in players that they have on their team. Julius Randle, 9 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 25 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, and 4 boards on plus 17. Juju's back. That changes Minnesota a lot. McDaniels, 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 16 points, 8 rebounds, and assists, a steal, a block as well. Rudy is back, 4 of 8 from the field, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block, a double-double there. Mike Conley, 8 of points, 2 steals, 5 assists, and a board on 3 of 5 shooting from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Anthony Edwards, 10 of 22 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3, 29 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds in a winning effort. Dante DiVincenzo's healthy, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 10 points, 6 assists, 6 boards, 2 blocks for Dante. Pretty good game there. Nas Reed is healthy. See what's happening there in Minnesota? They're getting healthy at the right time, y'all, unlike us. 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 8 points, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 assists, and 5 boards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, quiet night, 3 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, on 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from behind the arc. Everybody else out under 5 minutes of play pretty much. Not really worth talking about their stats there. I wish they played Terrence Shannon and Rob Dillingham more, but you know how I feel about Minnesota and their coaching. We won't get into it now. The Denver Nuggets could only score 95 points. Let's see why. Russell Westbrook shot pretty well, 8 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 19 points, 3 steals, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Jamal Murray, 4 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from the 3, 12 points, 8 assists, 1 steal, 5 rebounds. That didn't help. Christian Brown got cold again, 33 minutes to play, 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from behind the arc, 6 points, 4 assists. Michael Porter Jr., 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 10 points, 2 assists, 9 boards. I ain't going to cut it. And Nikola Jokic, 34 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 8 rebounds on 13 of 23 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. And the bench of the Nuggets continues to do nothing. Hunter Tyson had 2 of 4 from behind arc, 3 of 5 from the field in 5 minutes to play, 8 points and 1 steal in 5 minutes to play. It's pretty damn good. Should they not play Hunter Tyson a bit more? Peyton Watson was cold, didn't hit a shot, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 threes attempted, 4 field goals attempted. Pickett, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 5 from the field, 3 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 boards. Victor Canchar, 5 minutes to play, had 2 boards. Some dude named Jones, I guess, what is it, Sam Jones? I don't know, Spencer Jones, I don't know who that is. But he came in and got a board. And what is it? Sam Jones had a bunch of stuff. A steal, a block, an assist, and a rebound for Spencer. So, yeah, 5 minutes to play. Maybe they should play him more. You see what I'm saying? This is what happens when the Nuggets just put their guys on the floor for 5 damn minutes. You start seeing these dudes popping off, doing all types of stuff. Imagine what happens if that coach over there would let them play as well. You know, they just shrink their bench a little too much. But then when you give these guys small sample size of minutes, they're impressive. Hall, PJ Hall is a nice rookie. They don't play him at all. It's like the Nuggets are not as shallow as they've been in the past. They just don't use the guys they could use when those guys are actually pretty damn good. The Nuggets don't have a shallow bench. They act like they have a shallow bench. And so, yeah, that's what goes on with the Nuggets. And because they had garbage time, they're actually able to see some of them dudes, and they did well with their minutes. So I expect that they might play some of them people tonight. You might see Hall. You might see Jones. You might see Victor Conchar and Hunter Tyson because they played well in the last game in garbage time, and we're depleted, so it might be in their best interest to rest some people. So those are some people we might see tonight. You might, but that's up to their evil coach there to make that decision. So yeah, this is a battle of the two coaches I can't stand, if I'm being completely honest with you. Minnesota and Denver, I hate both of their coaches for different reasons, but it is what it is. 36 of 86 from the field for the Denver Nuggets, 43 of 90 from the field for the Minnesota. That's 40% and 47% from the field, respectively, for both teams. 7 of 30 from the three from the Nuggets, not good, 23%. 17 of 40 for Timberwolves, 42%. That's really good. Both teams shot about 70-ish, mid-70s in the free throw. 22 attempts off 16 makes for the Nugs, 12 attempts, 16 makes off 16 attempts for the Timberwolves. Wolves won the rebounds 48-42. Both teams had 12 offensive rebounds, 31 assists for the Timberwolves, 20 for the Nuggets. That's different. 7 steals for the Timberwolves, 9 for the Nuggets, 5 blocks for the Wolves, 4 for the Nuggets. 15 turnovers for the Wolves, 15 points given up off those, 10 for the Nuggets, 19 points given up off those turnovers. 18-17, Nuggets won the fast break, and both teams 52 points in the paint. Both teams also had 16 fouls, and at one point, the Minnesota Timberwolves were up 26. The Denver Nuggets never had a lead in this game, so the Nuggets just didn't shoot well enough. Cold knife from Jamal Murray, and that's what the story tells. Probably very good defense from the Minnesota Timberwolves for when they're really healthy. They have plenty to throw at you in that way. So that concludes my stumble through of the Nuggets' last 5 games. Hope I didn't confuse people with that blunder of the OKC Thunder. But otherwise, that's what it is. They just kind of been putt-putting, really. I mean, they've had some really tough games. And that's what I'm here to say. The last time we saw the Denver Nuggets, when we beat them, they were coming off of what I call not so tough difficulty, playing on rookie mode as if they were a video game. Right now, they've been playing on superstar mode because the talent that they've been seeing has been extremely good. Minnesota's been hot. OKC twice in a row. Phoenix played their best. Sacramento gave them all they could handle. Before that, they played the Celtics, for which we didn't go over. Before that, they played the Detroit Pistons. So they've been playing nothing but tough teams. Before that, they played the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, ever since they've seen us pretty much, before that it was the Pacers, and before that it was us in a loss. So they've been playing tough games basically all the way through. The Hornets game before ours was the last time they had a really easy stretch. So they should be sharp against us tonight, and unfortunately we are undermanned. They're coming off a loss that kind of snaps them back into focus, and I'm pretty sure they're going to run us out the gym tonight if they don't rest all their players as well. So that's really the gist of it. 33 minutes of me talking to tell you that we're probably going to get blown out tonight, man. I don't see us beating the Denver Nuggets if they do what they're supposed to do. Jokic playing, Murray playing, Porter playing. Yeah, we're in trouble, man. But at the same time, we're getting healthier. We understand that we sent Jackson Hayes, Bron James, and Rui Hachimura back to Los Angeles to further heal up. So those guys obviously will not be available tonight, but they could be back for the very next game, from what I understand, which is going to be a 12:30 game on Sunday, which we really don't love those early games like that, against the Phoenix Suns here in Los Angeles. So, that's what it is. This schedule has been really, really tough, and it's going to continue to remain that. To be honest with you, you only get one day off here tomorrow, and that's going to be you en route back to Los Angeles from Denver. So it's just, they're really being brutal to us in regards to this particular part of the schedule. So I don't mind the Lakers resting people and just calling this a scheduled loss. You're probably going to lose any damn way. I wouldn't be mad if we set everybody worth playing and just put Bronny out there, just like we did in the preseason against the Golden State Warriors. I would not be upset if the Lakers did that tonight. Not at all. Just punt this game, because at the end of the day, you probably ain't beating them anyway. You need the rest more than you need anything else. That's what I think the Lakers should do. I don't know if that's actually what they're going to do. In fact, as of right now, Luka is not even on the injury report. And he did play like 34 minutes last night. Some of those minutes were garbage time. I just didn't agree with that from JJ. But it is good to see him have a historic game. And hopefully he can continue being hot and get back in shape and all that different stuff that ultimately Luka can provide you. Also, it was good seeing Austin Reeves play extremely well last night. I downplayed his performance a little bit. He was much better than I said he was. against the Bucks. Other than that, we couldn't get enough out of other people. Shot making is a real issue right now. Alex Lynn in our center position, a lot has been said about that. I don't need to say much about that. It just is what it is, man. Dalton Connect's been playing better, so 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3 for him. He's been nice on this stretch. We just got to find ways of getting more out of these guys, man. I think Dalton needed more minutes. He probably should have been out there for about 40 minutes yesterday to really get the shot making going that we needed. Yeah, you probably wanted him more out there than we saw. So that's my thing, man. If I'm the Lakers, it's going to be a lot of Koloko, Shake Milton, Connect, Goodwin stuff going on tonight. I ain't even going to try it with Denver. Let them get their little victory. Tomorrow they play the Wizards, so we already know we're going to fall in the standings. They're going to win both of those games if they do what they're supposed to do. This is bad for us, but as Trevor Lane said this morning, I'd rather be healthy in 5th place than, unhealthy in 2nd place and getting ready to get knocked off by a team that's in 7th place. Like, that's what I don't want. So, yeah, we just got to try to play it smart, and hopefully the Lakers, as an organization, do that tonight. The rest of Luka Don at some point makes a lot of sense. This is probably the game to do it in altitude. So, I don't know. Maybe the Lakers shock the world and get a victory. Wouldn't be the first time we did something like this, but I don't know. I don't think this is the game to bet on if you're a Lakers fan. Not at all. So, that's really my point of view, man. I think we went over everything here. We'll be ready for the game tonight. It's 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. And that is the story. BDO 44. I thank you all for watching. Wow.